Welcome to this videos, guys. In this series, okay, we're going to learn about how we're going to use AWS resources and create a backend. Especially, we are using the microservices architecture in this particular series. So, to instead of explaining, everything in a dumb manner, I want to create one project so that you will understand better how we are creating the microservices, how you are utilizing the AWS resources, okay, making the APIs in a good and scalable way. So this project is construction project management. Okay, so this I have given name as build track. Whatever the name you want, you can give, no problem at all. So this is the construction project management application. For that application, we're completely creating the backend. Okay, so our stack is AWS CDK, microservices, serverless Lambda, DynamoDB, S3, and Cognito. So AWS CDK is used to create resources in the AWS. Okay, how it will, we will see in the next video. Okay, coming to the serverless, okay, we don't need to maintain any servers. We are using the Lambda, okay, in AWS so that we can create the APS. DynamoDB is our database. S3 is for our storage, I mean file storage. Cognito we are using for user management. Okay, I hope we will discuss deep how we're going to do each and every resource in AWS. Now coming to the build track construction project, how it is, what is the overflow. Let's suppose you want to build a big building. Okay, let's suppose a 100 floors building up, let's suppose a 20-floor building you have, so you want to build that one. So from planning budget level to the end, okay, so the end complete building stage, whatever the stages is there, what is the things is happening, so you want to cover everything. Okay, worker tracking, material procurement and daily progress logging, cost reporting, everything, so we are going to give in this project. Okay, so coming to the roles, business roles. Okay, as of now, to make it simple, I have created only two roles. One is admin, one is user. So admin is the guy who can create the project. Okay, he can add workers, materials, cost, budget, all kinds of things. He can view all the kind of reports. So admin have full access, you can say. Now coming to the supervisor, I mean user. So what it have only field level access. We're giving what is the daily progress. Okay, what is the materials is used, how many workers came, so worker attendance he can take. These kinds of small, I mean, daily updating things. A site supervisor will take care. As of now, I already mentioned it is microservices architecture. Maybe you already know about the microservices. So everybody is moving to microservices from monolithic. So because in microservices, what is happened? So we can make each and every in the entire system you can break into separate modules, so each module you can scale. So whatever the module is highly used, you can scale that module. Let's suppose say some module is not working, so your entire system will not collapse, so only that particular module will be collapsed. So this is the main use case of microservices. If you want, you can go dig deep in microservices, how they communicate each other. These all things will come. Okay, so in our particular project, what we are doing, so we are making the entire project into different modules. Okay, I made it as 6 modules. Okay, first one is projects. In the projects module, what will happen? So admin can only create the project. So what is the name of the project, location, start date, end date, what is the budget he is giving. Okay, what is the upload? You can upload the blueprints. I mean, to build the building you require a blueprint, right? So building blueprints, these kind of things, all related to project, will be there in a project module. The next one is workers. So in the workers, so you can maintain the worker registry, what is the name, a role, daily basis of the worker. Okay, and then attendance, you can take the attendance, how many workers are working for each and every day, and he will auto calculate the wages. Okay, so these kinds of all worker related stuff will be there in workers. And coming to the materials, okay, so to build the building, so you require materials like cement, steel, bricks, whatever not. So these all things, what kind of materials we have purchased, what is the quantity, what is the unit price, from whom we have purchased, at what date we have purchased. Especially in materials, we require the bills. Okay, so bills have to be uploaded in cloud storage. We have to view those bills. Okay, so these kinds of all kinds of material related stuff will be stored in materials module. Okay, coming to the daily progress. Okay, once you have a project set up, the workers are there, everything there, let's start the work. Okay, daily progress. So what supervisor will do? So he will use the daily progress. He will daily take the materials, how much materials was consumed and how many workers came for the present day, and he can upload what is the work status photos and these kinds of things he can upload. Okay, so is there any remarks? I mean, let's suppose say something will happen. So these kinds of issues he got, then he can upload those kinds of issues as well. Now, fifth one is cost tracking. So cost tracking is very important. Why? Because admin, I mean, the real owner of the building should know how it's going, how much labor cost, how much material cost, is there any other expenses like transport, food, everything, and equipment he have hired. So these kind of things they have to track. What is the budget actually he have, and what actually spending. So these kinds of comparisons, these kind of things have to become in cost tracking. Finally, we have a dashboard. Okay, it has the admin. So admin, what he can do, he can see all active projects which is currently have, what is the overall budget, and what is the headcount, what is the materials is left, okay, what is the monthly expenses. These kinds of all things is comes on the dashboard. Now coming to the business flow, how it would be, I mean, end to end. So first admin will create a project and he will add workers, okay, he will purchase the materials, okay. So these kinds of things he will do. And then supervisor, when work starts, he daily give the attendance and what is the materials he has deducted from the stock you have, okay, these kinds of things supervisor will give. Then admin will view the cost and tracking budget, he may adjust a little bit of things. Finally they will complete the project, so we have to give the final report. So for cloud storage, we have S3 we're using. Okay, so in S3 we can, for a project we have a blueprints, contract, these kind of files we can store. For progress also you can store the photos. For the material you have to store what bills and receipts and workers. You can store the ID proofs. So these kinds of all documents. Okay, whatever the documents is there for the entire project, we can store in our storage S3. So there is some key business rules. Okay, so you can say these are you can say if and else conditions we can give in our code, but key business rules are like only admin can create or delete the projects, workers, and material. So we have to follow these rules. Okay, it will comes under our authorization. So user, I mean supervisor, only can update the attendance and cannot change the budgets or cost. Okay, so material stocks automatically reduced when usage is lost. Okay, these kinds of automatic things we have to do. Material cost, labor cost, these things, and we have to write kind of algorithms. Okay, and the project cannot be marked completed if they are pending cost entries. Okay, these kinds of things also we have to note down. And finally we have to upload everything in S3, never store in the server. Okay, and especially one more thing, we have to trigger uh, alerts. Okay, whenever budget is crossed, okay, and that alerts can be set by admin. Then when the cost is there, then we have to automatically trigger the alerts. This is a big cost thing. Let's see. Finally, summary is, so one of our application is, you can say, consider as a single source of truth for every day-to-day work, from the blueprint of the building to entire real building. Okay, entire thing. Okay, so what are the journey they will do, so we have to log in every entire thing and have to give to the real one. So I hope you understand this one. I will give this empty file, you can go through it and you can add anything you want. Okay, now in the next video onwards, we will see how we're going to produce, I mean, sorry, how we're going to build these kinds of applications. Okay, this one AWS is really hot topic, guys. You have to learn these things. Okay, thank you for listening.